Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome everybody. We're flying! Woohoo! We're in front of the Tower of Terror. That's MGM Studios, but we want to head over to EPCOT, so that's cool for us. EPCOT is right next door. So let's give this a go. Now, right in front of us, as you can see, that strange building. That's the Tower of Terror, but I mean, the other strange building is in front of us. This strange building that's in front of us right here is the Swan and Dolphin.
Orlando Tower, JetBlue 552,
Let's see if we
ready
can
for
actually
departure
get a
runway
view of the
36
Swan
right
and
IFR
Dolphin.
to Boston. JetBlue 552, QNH 29er.9er 2 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 36 right.
Oh, where are you going?
Cleared for takeoff runway 36 right, JetBlue 552.
Now, the crazy thing is, the animals that the Swan and Dolphin depict, you can see the swans in front of us. This is the Swan and Dolphin. Now, swan is a swan. When they say dolphin, they don't actually mean a dolphin like they're actually talking about a fish. Kind of weird, eh? But from here, you could actually take a boat to MGM Studios and also EPCOT. It's kind of neat. Really, really close to both. And this is not actually a Disney hotel. It's a third-party hotel that is on Disney property. They've made an arrangement to be on property, and you can get some really good deals for rooms there. It's mainly a convention center for businesses, but yeah, if you ever wanted to try to get a discounted room, that's the room you'd get. That's the place you go to and get it. So let's head over to EPCOT. I'm just going to try to fly over to the entrance. And we enter in the beginning. You can see in front of us all the park.
119er for JetBlue 552. Goodbye.
Yep, that's where you would probably end up. Buses are right to our right, but if you're driving, you're right here. Those two things that look like walls. They're actually the monorail tracks. But this game doesn't know that they're tracks, so they made them into walls. So those are two monorails. And those buildings that are right in front of us, in the middle of those monorails, are the main entrance. Let's get a little bit lower here. So this would be your main entrance here. First thing you see when you enter is that big ball. Wait a second here. Losing control here. Lost control. I'm on the wrong website. I just messed up. Sorry, guys. Spaceship Earth. That's it. Sorry, guys. I am drawing a big blank there. I apologize. Spaceship Earth is that big ball in front of us. First head in. Enter the park. There you are, looking at Spaceship Earth. Oh, slow down. Don't want to crash into Spaceship Earth. Don't want to crash into Spaceship Earth. Don't want to land. Don't want to land. Didn't land. So that's Spaceship Earth. And so if we head over the ball, and over here, this is where they have their aquarium stuff. So you got Turtle Talk with Crush. It's kind of cool. You got Turtle Seas, Disney Animals. The manatees are there. You got some real fish aquarium right there. The coral reefs, Disney Animals, and sharks and rays. That's very cool. But you got the Coral Reef Restaurant, which is very good. I love that place. But it's the Seas with Nemo and Friends is where you probably will end up going. Because that's a fun ride, and you actually end up in the aquarium with Nemo in that. That's very cool, huh? And over here is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's in this building that is kind of brown. So if you ever come in here, this is probably where you'll end up going. Let's head down here. Oh. Come on. Where are you going? So yeah. So obviously the last time they took an image of this, they were under construction. But if you go there now, there's a big spaceship out front of this building. And that's where you go and you have a lot of fun. Ride a roller coaster in this building of Guardians of the Galaxy Comic Rewind, right there. To the right of it, there is another ride. And that one would be called Mission Space. Now there's two versions of Mission Space. You can take the tame one and or the busy one. And what you do is you pretend to actually fly spaceship. The easy one is just the joystick and flying around, you try to land, that's great. The other one actually has a little bit of motion in it. They put a little bit of G-forces on you and see how you do. And that can actually cause a lot of throwing up. Okay. The building right here is the test track. That's where you can design your own vehicle. And then give it a go. And you can see the track that exits one side of the building and then goes all the way around. And you see that? Just on the edge of that building, you can actually see the track that's on the outside. So you exit one side, go all the way around the building. You actually fly out right where our nose is to the right side of that track. You're flying out of there. And you go around that bend, and usually there's a bunch of cars you can see them. That's where they park the cars to show off. When you're out there, you're looking down, you can see all the sponsored cars. Bank turn, so basically that's all you can see is the sponsored cars. Turn ourselves around here, and then you go all the way around the building extremely fast, and then you enter the building right there, almost the same place you came out of. It's a fun run. It's a fun run. I like it. So those pyramids over there, that's where if you have if you are a DVC member, Disney Vacation Club member, that's where you can actually hang out and get a drink. Right, the building right next to it is Imagination. So that's kind of cool. And the building right below us right here is a restaurant. It's a good one. Now let's see if we can go around this pond. Now this pond is where mainly we'll probably end up going down this path right here. So we'll start over here. We would probably end up, whoa, why are we crashing? So this path here, you can see that's coming from the ball, that's probably where you would end up coming down, or from this path over here. And I would suggest if you wanted to, you can go either direction, but most people go this way. And so this would be the Mexican pavilion. You could take a boat anytime. Right below us is a dock. You can take a boat to any of these lands, but right in front of us is Mexico. And in that building, see that pyramid type of building that's right there? In front of our noses here. Let's see if I get a little more lower so you can see it better. Inside there is gift shops and stuff like that, but also a restaurant that's really, really good, and a ride. And that's where Donald Duck meets up with two of his amigos, three amigos, and you go around Mexico looking for Donald. It's kind of cool. Now, trying to remember next land in Norway. That's what it is. I'm glad I can look things up. So we got Norway here. And in Norway, you have Why can't I remember my Disney stuff right now? In Norway, you have the ride. Frozen Ever After. That's it. So right down here, I'm a little too high here. Let's see if I get closer. So right down into Norway, you go down in the middle of here and you go back into it, and that's where Frozen Ever After is based on Frozen. So that's kind of neat. And then right next to Norway is China. And I like going to the China because they got some really good food in there. Also some really interesting merch from their stores. So it's always a good, and they got some good shows, drummers and stuff like that. So it's a really cool place. To China, we have the outpost right here, which is just a little place between locations. And there, I think there's a Starbucks there. That's what makes it so popular. And then we come to not landing in the water. Not landing in the water. That would be Germany. What is in Germany, you say? Some really good restaurants and some shops. Good stuff. I believe that one that's right there is, yeah. If you ever wanted good food, there it is. Then right next to Germany, I think that's America or London. What are we saying? What are we saying here? Italy. Wow, so wrong. I got that so wrong. Italy. And honestly, I can't remember anything in Italy. What's going on in Italy? Sergio is in there. You don't want to ever miss Sergio. Who's Sergio? That's a guy that tells you all about Italy and how wrong you are. And good restaurants and all that stuff. So there, visit Italy for good food and fun conversations. And then there's America. America. Where the Regal Eagle is. It's an American-style food that is based on the Muppets. The Regal Eagle. As you can see, there's a huge theater there below us. I think there is. Let me see there. I think there's a bunch of restaurants. Flying up. The Voices of Liberty, the singers. They're very cool. And there's a heritage gallery in there, and the American Adventure, and that's it. The Voices of Liberty. I like them. They're good. Alright. Stand a little low here. Next is Japan. This restaurant. Expensive. Food is good, but yeah, it's just a little too expensive. And again, some really, really interesting merchandise. It's really cool to go in there and get some good merchandise. A lot of people like the alcohol. It's served in this area. And there's a gallery in the very back where you can actually see a bunch of stuff from Japan. Now moving over here. got ourselves in Morocco. Oh, come on, actually go over there. So, now, I think there's still Morocco's got some neat restaurants, food, but I think they've closed down some of the restaurants, and I think they're in a transition stage. So if you want a quiet place to sit, Morocco is your place. Now over here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is France. Yes, so this is France right here. And now France has got some interesting things going on. Let's see if they actually have it on this map. So France was just what you see in front of us right here, but then they opened some stuff up behind France, which made things very interesting. And they added Remy's Ratatouille. It's an actual ride. Yeah, and I think you can actually see it here. Yeah. So in the back, right here, is the ride Remy's Ratatouille. Not much to see. But that building right in front of us, that's where Remy's Ratatouille is. It's a trackless ride, and it's a lot of fun. You get to be shrunk down to the size of a mouse, and you get chased around the restaurant. Very cool. And over here, right below us right here, is a crepe place. A lot of people love that crepe place. So that's a very cool thing. Alright, moving on now. Flying. Whoa, we're gonna crash. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Now, point of interest, that building that's right below our nose, you can see there, that is actually where the gondolas land. And so right here is another entrance into the park. So you get off the gondola and enter the EPCOT from over here. That's kind of cool. Now we are heading over here and over the water, and our next land here is United Kingdom. In this area, this is where you can meet and greet Mary Poppins. Again, more food and merch from the land. Yeah, lots of stores and stuff. Oh no, we don't want to land in the water. That would be bad. Alice in Wonderland. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Now, why is the helicopter doing that? Why are we going way up here? Alright, next land, I believe, that big white building that's right there, it's called World of Showcase. So you would actually go, you can actually go in there a lot of times. So it's kind of hidden, kinda. So when you're walking down this way, you actually head down the path that's right there. You see right in front of underneath the helicopter. And head down that path into the World of Showcase, and they actually have a couple really interesting things. A lot of times it's free food, could be. So there could be some free food in there. But always check it out, because there's always something new in there to discover. Alright, moving on. And we've got Canada. I think the best place in... Okay, understand. They have a good restaurant in there, but it's kind of disappointing. It's weird because for some reason Canada is loggers and bagpipes. It's not the Canada I know, but for some reason that's what they show. Why not? They have a really old 360 show that's in here. I really wish they would upgrade it, but no, they haven't upgraded this for such a long time. All right, moving on. What is got a refreshment port there, and I think that's the end. Yes, so that would be the end of the actual different lands that are in EPCOT. And you're just back here at the place where you started. Now, living with the land. Where is that? Where is living with the land? I think it must be over here, yeah. We'll head over here. So, Journey of Imagination is right there. That white. That's the entrance right there. That's Journey of Imagination. And I believe, yeah, that's Living with the Land is right here. No crashing, no crashing, no crashing. So that building that is sort of like, looks like it's got windows and you got that bubble in the back there. It's called Living with the Land, and inside there you got Soren and Living with the Land. This whole building is called The Land. Awesome Planet, Living with the Land, and Behind the Seeds, well, I'll show you, and Soren, yeah. Soren is another ride, flies you around the world. Lots of people love Soren and Living with the Land. They make a lot of the vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, and we've got fish in here. That actually goes to the restaurants all over Disney World. So that's kind of cool. They actually farm right on property. All right, so let us head over to the big ball. And get a good view of Spaceship Earth.
Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm, clear to land runway 36 right.
Crashing. No crashing.
Clear to land runway 36 right, Spirit Wings 1614.
Great landing. Oh, there we go. Crash landing. Let's not crash. Let's not
Alaska
crash.
526, follow the generic on final. Wind calm, clear to land runway 36 right.
So, there it is. Whoop. There it is.
Clear to
Spaceship
land
Earth.
runway 36 right, Alaska 526.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned next time. I think we'll go over to Animal Kingdom. And check out the bush that would be Animal Kingdom. I highly doubt there'd be anything really great to see, but well, we'll never know until we actually do it. So let's take a look over there. Thanks for watching.